Hey everybody, this is NewsNowSeattle out on a bright Thursday afternoon to do another First Amendment audit. I'm here at what the internet, what I see on Google as the FEMA Region 10 Center. They also have Army Reserve and some communications here. So I thought I'd come out and take some pictures and really find out what they do here, if I can. Here we go. This facility is located on top of what's called Nike Hill. It's kind of the border between Bothell and Kenmore. I think I'm on the Bothell side. You can see some of the big communication towers in the background. And we got somebody at the guard shack checking IDs. I used to work with a guy who grew up in this area, went to school here, and he said that this center has a nuclear fallout shelter in the basement, and they used to conduct drills and gather in the shelter. I haven't been able to find any information on that online, but maybe I'll find somebody kind enough to confirm if that's true or not. Even though it's a little bit out of my way, I'm going to make sure I use all the crosswalks. Make sure there's no excuse to try and hem me up. Yes, Big Brother is watching. And the guard in the shack already coming out. Holy cow. I just got here. Alright, well, let's see what he has to say. On sidewalk. Oh, just doing some photography.
Pictures or video?
Both.
What's the interest here?
Interesting facility. I'm not entirely sure what they do here.
Well, this is FEMA.
And Army Reserve.
Yeah.
And in their past, didn't they have a fallout shelter here as well?
I'm unaware of that. I'd recommend contacting FEMA or the Army and talking to them about it.
Okay.
Yeah. Some good background that way.
Okay. Do you know any history yourself on the building?
No, actually, I'm a couple counties away.
Oh, okay.
So that's what I mean. I have to refer you to maybe the PR people or media, media tie-in. If they don't know, they don't have such a thing here. Just ask them for the regional Army commander or regional FEMA people.
Yeah. Another question for you. Where does the proper line start and stop?
I can't say, man. I've only been on site for a couple of days.
Would it be okay if I walked the fence and took pictures?
No, sir.
No? Okay, I'll stay here.
Yeah. Contact them. Tell them you'd like to do that.
Okay, will do. Thank you. I didn't want to bust his balls and demand his ID. He seemed relatively cordial and relatively friendly. I just noticed something interesting. The FEMA Center has their flag flying at full staff, but the fire department just up the road has theirs at half staff. We got a bald eagle here. Cool. Nike missiles were developed in the early 1950s and named after Nike, the Greek goddess of victory. Nike missiles were designed to shoot down Soviet jet bombers which could potentially carry a nuclear payload to the United States. The initial version of the Nike missile was the Ajax, which carried a conventional warhead. The later variant shown here is the Nike Hercules, which had the capability of carrying a nuclear warhead and had the possibility of taking out an entire enemy squadron or increasing the kill on a single enemy bomber. The site I audited was one of 256 Nike missile sites located across the United States. The Nike missile program only lasted about 8 years of operation. After the bases were decommissioned, many were abandoned, and many were turned over to other government agencies, such as FEMA. Well, in my personal experience and from all the videos I've seen online on YouTube, the military usually gets pretty stupid pretty quick, and I've been here 30 minutes now, and the only contact I have was from the gate security guard, and he came out, checked things out, and was good to go. So hopefully the military is starting to get it. NewsNowSeattle, signing out. So there's a guy in a flannel shirt, glasses. I saw him coming up the hill. He was kind of eyeballing me a little bit. Check and see if he's following me. He headed into the same parking lot where I parked my car. About a mile from the FEMA Center. So keep an eye on him. And this is the guy that was following me. He's just sitting in his car right now. Let's hang out here for a few minutes and see what the hell he does. Alright, looks like the guy following me had enough sitting around. Let's make sure he actually leaves. Boy, I sat there for about 30 minutes. And there he goes. All right. I guess they're not going to get my plate today. Too bad, so sad. Recording test, record test.